It seems like Steven Spielberg has finally found the perfect fit for the lead character in his upcoming original, Bullitt, based on the famous character played by Steve McQueen back in 1968 in the action thriller film Bullitt. In today's video, we'll talk all about that and look at the greatest movies by Bradley Cooper, rated from worst to best, so stay tuned if you want to find out more. First up, Bradley Cooper will be playing Bullitt. It recently was made public that Steven Spielberg has finally decided who will play Bullitt in his upcoming movie. According to sources, Bradley Cooper will be playing the SFPD police officer in the movie that revolves around his story. In the original thriller movie, the character was played by the legendary Steve McQueen, so it was important to cast someone who'd do justice to the role, and we think Bradley is just right for that. The original movie was directed by the insanely talented Peter Yates, and this new original will be directed by Spielberg. Contrary to what you might think, this will not be a remake of the original 1968 movie. Not only would Bradley be starring as the lead in the movie, but he will also be producing the movie with Spielberg along with his producing partner Christy McCosco-Krieger. Steve McQueen's son Chad and his granddaughter Molly McQueen will be executive producing the new movie. So that's something interesting. We're all eager to see what they come up with and how the final result of all their work looks. The movie is still in the making as far as we know, so no details about a release date have been made public yet, but we hope to see it very soon. Although the news about Cooper closing the deal was made public just recently, Cooper and Spielberg had been discussing the character for quite a while. Allegedly since the pandemic, they had been discussing new ways to put a spin on the iconic character in this new movie, and with so much thought going into it, we're sure the movie is going to be incredible, don't you think? We can't wait for it to be released. Now let's look at the greatest Bradley Cooper movies rated from the worst to the best. First up at number 8, we have The Hangover. The Hangover was one of the films that really gave Cooper's career the push it needed. The movie might not be considered a cinematic masterpiece by many, but Cooper's performance as an actor in the movie was undeniably amazing. In the movie, Cooper plays the role of teacher Phil Wennick. Phil is the leader of his friend group called the Wolf Pack. The friends' lives take an interesting turn after going to Las Vegas to attend a friend's wedding. After a long night of drinking and partying, they wake up to find themselves in a very interesting situation with no idea how they got there. With a baby in their closet, a chicken in their living room, and a literal tiger in their bathroom, the friends try to get a hold of the situation. The film was directed by Todd Phillips and was released back in 2009. The movie performed well, and there were 2 more sequels released after that, but the original movie stays the best out of the 3, according to us at least. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Not to mention at number 7, the Marvel series. We all love the saucy raccoon from the Marvel series. Rocket Raccoon is equally adorable and sassy, all thanks to the voicing done by Bradley Cooper. Bradley has never done any voice acting roles in the past. This was his first, but the way he portrayed the space raccoon, we think no one could have done a better job at it. He voiced Rocket Raccoon in 2014's Guardians of the Galaxy and has been the voice of the raccoon ever since in the rest of the movies that came afterward. Bradley tried to go for the vibe of a tough Brooklyn cab driver who's sassy and doesn't let anyone give him unnecessary BS. Next up, at number 6, let's look at Licorice Pizza. Now, this performance by Cooper really portrays his signature unpredictable energy. You know, the kind that always keeps you guessing what he'd do next. The reason why watching him is so fun. He keeps us on our toes. The movie was directed by the insanely talented Paul Thomas Anderson. It was loved by everyone who watched it when it was released last year in 2021. Bradley plays the role of the protagonist, Cooper Hoffman. He doesn't come to the film till later on, but once he does, he sure makes his presence memorable. Honestly, this could be one of Cooper's funniest and wittiest performances he's done so far. What do you think? Coming up at number 5, we have American Hustle. You all remember the 2013 hit movie American Hustle based on the ABS-CAM scandal of the 1980s, right? Then you must remember Cooper's incredible performance in it too. Cooper in the movie with his permed hairdo and a pimped out wardrobe plays the character of Richie DeMasso. Richie DeMasso is an undercover FBI agent who is working to bring the corrupt mayor of Camden, New Jersey down. His performance as the FBI agent was so good in the film that it got him his first Screen Actors Film Award as a part of the movie's cast. But that's not all. Because of his acting in the movie, he also got his second Oscar nod and his second Golden Globe nomination. The black comedy was directed by David O. Russell, who was also the writer of the film. Cooper starred along with Christian Bale, Amy Adams, Jennifer Lawrence, and Jeremy Renner in the movie. Following up at number 4, for Nightmare Alley. This was Bradley's first ever film directed by the acclaimed director Guillermo del Toro, and his character was definitely a challenging one. Bradley plays the role of a corrupt con man in the film. Many believe that this was the darkest character that Bradley has ever played in his acting career. We haven't seen him in many such roles, which is another reason why we think it must have been challenging for him. Regardless, he performed flawlessly and delivered some of the best scenes he's performed in his life. The film was released last year in 2021 and received a lot of positive feedback from viewers. People especially loved seeing Cooper in such a twisted role. It was a change, but one that we all liked. Not to mention at number 3, we have American Sniper, another incredible movie that Cooper starred in. As a matter of fact, his performance was so good that it earned him his 3rd and 4th Academy Award nominations for Best Actor and Best Picture respectively. In the movie, he plays the role of Chris Kyle, a sniper who has been very successful in the war in Iraq. But this success in the war takes a toll on his personal life. He plays the role of a Navy SEAL with extraordinary shooting skills. The movie revolves around him and his personal life, including his family. His performance in the movie was highly convincing and got praise from people all over the world. The movie was directed by Clint Eastwood and was a great hit when it was released back in 2014. Next up at number 2, let's take a look at A Star is Born. We all remember just how hyped up the 2018 movie A Star is Born was when it came out, and for a good reason too. Not only did he star in the iconic movie, but he also directed himself to one of his best roles to date. For his performance as an actor in the movie, he got nominations at the Oscars, Golden Globes, SAG, and BAFTA Awards. For his directing skills with the movie, he competed at DGA, Globes, and BAFTA. Bradley plays the role of a troubled country singer, Jackson Maine, whose life and career go downhill because of his alcohol problems. All this while his girlfriend, played by Lady Gaga, rises to success. The movie received a lot of positive feedback from across the world, especially Bradley's acting and directing skills were applauded by people all across the globe. Finally, at number 1, we have Silver Linings Playbook. Despite how you feel about the movie itself, one thing you have to agree on is that it was probably Bradley's best performance in a movie. His performance was so good, in fact, that it landed him an Oscar nomination along with his first nomination for a Screen Actors Guild Award. So that speaks for itself. In the movie, Cooper plays a very complex character. The way he brought depth to such a character in a rom-com is honestly very impressive. He played the character of Pat Solitano, who just returned from a psychiatric hospital where he was being treated for his bipolar disorder. The 2012 movie was directed by David O. Russell and Jennifer Lawrence. Robert De Niro and Jackie Weaver, along with Bradley Cooper, starred in it. That's all the time we have for today's video. Which one of these movies is your favorite? Let us know in the comment section, and please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and smash that subscribe button for more videos in the future. With all that said, we'll see you in our next video. Thanks for watching.